What's up? This is Oscar De La Hoya. Shout out to Coach Anthony and Coach Anthony Boxing.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Coach Anthony. I've been involved with boxing now for 20 years. I've been coaching now for over 10. I've worked with numerous world title contenders, world champions, professional MMA fighters, and even amateurs at the Olympic level. And now I'm here to coach you. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Coach Anthony. I got a good video. This video right here is going to be a very good video, very informative. And it's something that I've noticed has been getting a bad rap. And I think it's because it's being misunderstood by a lot of the students learning it, even some of the coaches teaching it. So what I want to do is address this. And I actually got this question from my Instagram direct message. And if you want to have your questions answered by me, I suggest that you follow me on Instagram, okay? Make sure you follow me, and then shoot me a direct message with your question, okay? A lot of the times I'll post on my story that if you have any questions, comment below. You can also send me a DM. Sometimes I get flooded with DMs. So what I suggest is that maybe you comment on one of my recent photos and say, hey, coach, check your DM, I got a question, and then I'll look for it, and so on and so forth. So today's question is gonna be from my boy Quasi.113. And it's, Coach, I need some advice. I've been thinking about your counterpunch video, and I hate the thought of slipping the right hand. I always want to roll it, but the problem is I'm 6'3", and I'm fighting at under 190 pounds, and my natural advantage is being tall and long. Okay? Would you agree in saying that there's a greater risk in slipping the right hand opposed to the reward you'll get? I mean, I'll slip a right hand if I throw a combo and my pressure leg is already on the lead leg. Okay, so let's address this, okay? So, there's a few variables in this situation, but the first thing that I want to talk about is the bad rap that the slipping of the right hand gets. There's absolutely no problem with slipping a right hand. Let me just go ahead and clear that out for a lot of people out there, okay? Traditionally, fundamentally, you slip straight punches and you roll looping punches. That's by the book. So for people to think that slipping a right hand is actually a greater risk than rolling a right hand is incorrect. What it is depending on the situation, right? So the first situation is if he slips a jab, then slipping a right hand after the jab, that's the problem. Because you're crossing the center line when you slip the jab and then try to cross back over to slip the cross. Let's demonstrate that real quick. Let's demonstrate it as if you got it off, and then let's demonstrate the problem, the risk. So if he was to get away with it, which let me clear this up, this can work. Slipping a 1-2 isn't recommended, but it can work. I've seen it work. So you have to remember, a lot of things are based off the fighter, what he feels comfortable doing, what he sees in front of him, the speeds of the punches are coming. So you have to understand there's way too many variables for you to say, don't do this or don't do that. Okay, that's the first thing. But let's just say he does it and gets away with it. He slips the jab, he slips the cross. Okay, simple, do it quick, whop, whop. Okay, now the problem with that is, which I teach, and I've seen other people teach, is that when you slip the jab and you cross back over, you may potentially walk into a cross if that cross is timed properly, or if that straight right hand is timed properly. Absolutely, I totally agree. So the better option in that situation is you slip a jab, you roll the right hand. You slip a jab, you roll the right hand. One more time, you slip a jab, you roll the right hand. Better option, okay? But what happens is people start thinking of this too literally, and then they say slipping a cross is no good. So you have to remember, if he's standing right here in front of me and he goes to just roll across, he can get away with that, but he can also get caught with that, right? Because he can get hit with that shot as he's dipping under. Rolling across doesn't make it safe necessarily, okay? That's the first thing. Another thing is, if he's standing straight in the middle, right here in front of me, it's smarter for him to slip the cross because he's actually going to avoid the shot a lot quicker. Because when he rolls, he has to make that slight U motion, which is a little bit slower. So like, let's just say he does the U, and he gets away with it, right? So do it. He gets away with the U. he's making that extra move, right? It's not really an extra move, but it's like you're going like this, which can slow it down. So all right, let's just do it regularly. Whoop, then he gets under it. It works. But if he slips, much quicker. If he slips, much quicker. So slipping a right hand is actually a great thing to do, depending on where you're positioned though. That's the main thing, depending on where you are. So the first thing is, it starts at the feet. Okay, so this is where we're getting technical. I told you guys, you know what? Let's just cut it here and let's just put this on the website and we'll sell this because this information should not be free. I think. Hell no. Now we're gonna give it to you for free. Come over here real quick. We're gonna give it to you for free because I bang with my people on YouTube, okay? Alright, so check it out. It's all about the foot position. Because for instance, let's just say, come over here, because she has to see the feet here. Okay. So face her, I'll face you. If I'm beating him, if my rear foot is beating his lead foot, okay? If his lead foot is being beat by my rear foot, him slipping isn't the best idea because he can slip right into the shot. Even rolling isn't a good idea in this situation. The better option is what we talked about in other videos, is stepping back and circling out, where he can clear it. Okay, so it's about where he's positioned. Now, if I'm standing right here in the middle, and he kind of lines that lead foot with my rear foot, whoop, he can slip, bang, he can come upstairs, bang, he got options. He got options. So it's about where the feet are positioned. That's number one. Also, the second part is where's the upper body position. If his upper body's in the middle, then there's no reason for him to have a problem to slip because he's not crossing the line anymore. He's already in the center line. You see what I'm saying? He's already basically in the center line. Eddie likes to fight a little bit on the rear side, but if he's sitting in the center right here, right, very easily he can slip the shot. He's not crossing any lines. The problem is when you cross the line. The problem is when you're positioned in the foot position, you're getting beat to that side. So therefore, he has to figure out another escape route. Because in boxing, you have two escape routes. Or actually three. Left, right, and back. Those are your three escape routes. Either you're going to retreat back, you retreat right, or retreat left. We like to recommend that you retreat back and then go right or left, so you're not going straight back on a straight line. But those are the reasons for that. So my goal in this video is to clear up that slipping a cross or a straight hand is a bad decision. It's not a bad decision. It's just there's a lot of other things to put into, play. And boxing's about variables. You know what I mean? It's also about patterns. I almost forgot about the patterns, you know what I mean? Boxing's about patterns because you have to pick up on what your opponent's doing before you make a defensive decision. You know what I'm saying? If you notice that when you slip a jab, you're coming right back with a right hand, then you might not want to slip and come back with your cross, or you might not want to slip and slip because you're going to walk into that cross. You might want to slip and slide right because you don't want to come back to where the next shot's coming. We're getting too technical now. I already gave you guys enough. All right? Go to the website, coachanthonyboxing.com. Check out all the courses and check out what I got coming real soon that's brand new for you guys. And guys, we're going to continue to teach you guys the sweet science at the highest level because that's what we love to do. All right? So you already know what it is. Boxing life. Really, really good training tool for people out there who are just learning how to box. You guys can actually follow along and do all of these combinations with Eddie, or you can pick the ones that you're able to do and just focus on those until you get better. And for even some of you advanced guys, because I know how it is, sometimes you just lose ideas. I don't know what other combinations to throw. I did my basic combinations. What else do I throw? So we went ahead and we put some thought into how we can go ahead and give you as much variety as possible. And now we're going to finish with the hook upstairs. These body head combinations are crucial because if you want to land your body shots, you have to get your opponent distracted by throwing a head shot. And that's it, guys. So this is going to be really, really good, really informative.